Welcome everyone on the CENELEC Digitalized Opinion Mechanism webinar. And yes, the next slide. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I'm happy to be here today with Tamara to present this new mechanism to you. So I will just give a little overview and then I'm happy to hand over to Tamara to really show you in detail how it works and a live demo. Put this off. Yes, okay. So the agenda for today, so I will just quickly go over the updated process, and then I will hand over to Tamara to give you a walkthrough and a kind of step-by-step guide on how to submit the opinions, and also then where to look at the results. Then we will just quickly go over the next steps, and of course leave time in the end for any questions that you may have. So first of all, I wanted to thank everyone who have been participating in the development of this digitalized opinion mechanism, because that's really ensured that we have a fit for purpose result to present to all of you today. And the digitalization of the mechanism is an important step in our work towards inclusiveness. And this also completes our digitalization process, as now both the CEN and CENELEC opinion mechanisms are digitalized, which is very exciting. And maybe I will just briefly mention, I don't know if you have already some SBS colleagues here today, because this has changed from the beginning when the process was being digitalized. So SBS got the right of opinion in 2024. So also they will be now able to submit opinions to Senate and TCs. And originally, oh, sorry, it's still on. The opinion mechanism was launched in 2017 originally, and in 2022 there was a CENELEC technical board's decision to digitalize the opinion mechanism, which is why here today. Sorry. And the purpose of the digitalized opinion mechanism is to really enhance the visibility of the submitted opinions and promote transparency, as the opinions will be visible to all voters and the TC secretary while the ballot is open, and they will also be integrated into the voting results after the closing of the ballot. But Tamara will show you this in more detail. And this is intended to provide the Annex 3 the opportunity to formally express their views on draft standards and ensure that the societal and SME views are taken into consideration when the voters cast their vote. The purpose is also to simplify the work of the Annex 3 as well as CCMC around this opinion mechanism. So who is the digitalized the opinions for? So they are for the Annex 3 appointed representatives who have been granted the opinion permission in the database. And we have updated the database from the beginning of the week per the Annex 3's request. So after the webinar today, you will be ready to submit digitalized opinions in the CENELEC environment. And then to also quickly cover what it is not. So the opinion mechanism is not a voting right, so it does not affect the national delegation principle or the consensus building process. The opinion role is so it's not a replacement of the commenting role. So the both functionalities, they coexist and they're complementary processes. And then Tamara will show you in more detail. If you have both the opinion and the commenting permission, you're able to submit both of them at the same time in the new CENELEC environment. So yes, after this very brief intro, I will then hand it over to Tamara to walk you through the new digital journey in the CENELEC environment.
Thank you, Hulda. So good morning, everyone. We can move to the next slide. Yes, so where will you find your opinion button on the e-voting, on the CENELEC e-voting system? So when you land on your on the landing page where you see all the votes, we've added a button called O plus C. So O is for opinion, C is for comment. So now you will have one page where you can submit your opinion and where you can also submit your comment. Maybe interesting is when the button is grayed out, no opinion has been submitted yet, and it'll become orange once you've submitted an opinion. So let's move to the second slide, Hulda. So yes, so this is the new opinion and comments page. So we've made a few changes. We have the metadata at the top, so that doesn't change. Then we've added a space for your comments. So remember before you were able to submit your comments. So this is now added here at the in the middle. And then below that, we've added your opinion, where you can select between the three options, so favorable, not favorable, and abstention. Now, what's important is the abstention is not set by default like it is for all the other votes. And the reason is because if it's set by default, it'll then appear on the voting results page, which we don't necessarily want if there hasn't been any opinion submitted. So if I can't think of any test case use cases where you would use the abstention. However, we decided to leave it. It can be removed, but we leave it for now. And if you select abstention, it will appear on the voting results. If you choose the favorable answer, you will be required to answer 3 opinion questions. And if you select the not favorable, you'll be required to answer all four questions. And the system will send you a pop-up message if, for example, you forget you forget to answer a question. You won't be able to go further. You'll have to answer the questions. So it's an interactive approach. You can move to the next slide, Hulda. Okay, so we've integrated the opinion form questionnaire. So it's exactly the same questions as you have on your opinion form, which until now you've been sending to our BT team. So we have the same questions. They're interactive, so that means that you will see all the questions, but you won't be required to fill in all the fields. And once you're done filling in your questionnaire, you simply click on reply. Now, what we don't see on the left screenshot is, I think at the bottom of that opinion form, there was a section called comment. And so what we've done is we've added if you look at the screenshot on the right, we see remarks on opinion, and we deliberately chose another wording to not confuse with the comments which are above the opinion. So when you write your remarks on the opinion here, they will also be visible to the voters and the TC secretary. Okay, and then next slide. Thank you. So this is from a voter's perspective. So the voter enters and sees their voting page. And so we've added a tab at the top in blue called Annex 3. And we have a little 1, and the little 1 is an indication that there's already been one opinion submitted. And when we click on that little tab, the blue tab, it takes you to the screenshot on the right, where we have the metadata, the information about the committee, the title pages, and below that a table with the name of the Annex 3 organization, the opinion and when it was received, and then the remarks on the opinions that I was just referring to in the previous slide. Okay, so now I think, oh no, here we go. We have the voting results page. So we haven't made any changes to the display. We've only added a table below the results called the opinions, where you will see the name of the organization, the date it was submitted, and their opinion. And then the voting results page will remain as it always was. That means that you will see your comments integrated with everybody's comments like it always was. So I believe now is my time to do the demo. So I'll take over. Yes. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to be in this example a member from ECOS. So I'm on the testing environment. So this is the landing page where I see all the votes. And as you can see, I see quite a few O plus C buttons. So this means I can submit an opinion and or my comment. Here, so the ones which are grayed out haven't been submitted yet, and the orange one means I've already submitted an opinion. So I suggest we do an example. Let's take this one. Yes. So I have opinions and comments at the top. We have the metadata, which remains the same across all votes. Then we have the comment here, which is exactly what you're accustomed to in the old way. Then we have the opinion, where I can choose between favorable, not favorable, and you see the abstention is not set by default. So if I click on favorable, then I can choose yes or no. I'll put no for this example. Let's say no. Were these comments accepted by the technical committee? You see here, because yeah, okay. So were these comments accepted by the committee? So yes. And because I chose favorable, I don't need to answer the fourth question. So I cannot put any answer. It's been deactivated. If I choose not favorable, I will have to, like I'll show you now, if I've tried to submit, it would tell me two things. It would first tell me that I need to select the Ouija to my question 2, and then I need to answer my question 4, so which is what I'm going to do now. So during the standard developments phase, did you make comments? Yes. To whom? To the Ouija, for example. And then here I need to put some text. Here I'll just write a little sentence. Now I'll try to, and we have a pop message to tell me that that I need to comment option, that I need to add my comments. Sorry. So here I will choose a file. Add my file, and then I'll reply. And I have not. Okay. Oh, because I have to put a comment. So it takes a little bit of time. And there we go. We have my O and C button has become orange, which means I've submitted. Because I'm in the test environment, I need the IC team to then gather the comments I've just submitted, but we don't have this in the production environment. So this is how it's going to happen to submit an opinion. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like from a voter's perspective. So I think I need to go here. Voter. So here I'm a voter for Austria. I am on my landing page where I see all the votes. And if I go into one of the votes, let's say this one, I see that, so I have my voting page as always, and now from now on I will see the Annex 3 tab, which shows me that I have one opinion submitted. So I'm going to go there, and I have the information about the opinion, who submitted it, what it was, and then some remarks on the opinion. So this is for the voters' view. And then lastly, I'm going to show you what the secretary sees. So here I'm logged in as a TC secretary. So normally I don't see any buttons unless I have a voting role in some of the committees. However, I see here that I see an O with a little number. So when two Annex 3 organizations submit their opinion, I will see the number 2. So if the reason why we had to do it like this is because in normal situations, a secretary cannot enter the vote. So we can't go in. So we had to find a way to link the possibility for the secretary to go and see the opinion. So now they click on this button and we have our opinion with the name of the organization, the opinion, and the remarks. So I hope this was clear enough. I'll let you take over, Hulda.
Yes, okay, then I will start sharing my screen and go back to the slides. There we go. Okay. So then to briefly just cover the next steps. So we have a user guide and a demo recording for the TC secretaries that are available on the CENELEC experts website. We will also include this recording from today in the website and have it in so you can view it later. The CENELEC boss guidance document on the effective participation of the Annex 3 organizations. It's being updated to reflect this new digitalized process for the opinion mechanism. And all CENELEC chairs and secretaries, as well as the CCMC Standards Development Project Managers, they have been informed of this updated feature. And indeed, so now both the CEN and CENELEC opinion mechanisms have been digitalized. And after the webinar today, as these roles have been assigned, you should be able to start leaving your digitalized opinions on the CENELEC platform. So then I think we had
I think else.
yes. Oh,
Yes, I'm still there.
yes.
Thank you very much, Hilda, for the intro and Tamara for the extensive demo. I would like to launch just a short feedback poll for the audience so that they give their opinion on the webinar, and that way, only with the aim, in fact, of improving our webinars in the future. It's only 3 questions, so please go ahead and provide us with your answers. Since we have few attendees, Tamara and Hilda, if you agree, we can, of course, also unmute people. They're muted by default, so
Yes.
maybe if they raise their hand, we know they have a question and they want to speak, or either they use the Q&A panel in the Zoom webinar here for submitting their questions. So
Yes, indeed. There's not many of us here today, so it would be nice if someone wants to ask their question live. I can go to the next slide. Yes, Chiara, do you have your hand raised?
Yes, thank you very much. You can hear me correctly?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to thank you very much for the demonstration and for setting everything up. I don't have any specific questions. They might come once we start submitting the opinions. It looks quite straightforward, and so it's really to thank you about it. I have another question, but this is out of scope. So it's just that during the demo, I realized that as observers, we don't have a view of the votes when they are submitted. It's only at the end that we get the information. And I think that would be nice to see things when they happen and not only at the end. But that perhaps is something we can see for the future, just to keep you busy for next year, because I think you're going to to be without a task. So that would be nice. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Chiara. Do we have perhaps any other questions that we could answer here today on the mechanism? Tanya, I think you have your hand raised.
Yes, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you to CCMC for organizing this webinar. I have several questions. Yeah, same as Chiara on the voters' view. So the example that you showed, I assume this is a national committee that can then go on that page and see it, because we cannot, as Chiara just mentioned.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is new to us to see this page.
Oh, okay. I will. The request was to give visibility to all voters and TC secretaries. So that's why you're not used to seeing this page, but it was just to show you that voters can see your opinions.
Yeah, thank you very much. Then what if we only submit a comment and not an opinion? Will then on the left column also be an orange color? Or are we really obliged to do both? And abstain then if we don't have an opinion?
So you can abstain. If you don't have an opinion, well, you don't, then you just, then we need to assign you the commenter role only, where you can submit a comment and where you see the C, how it was before. And if you want to clearly state that you have that you're abstaining from submitting an opinion, then you select the abstention in the C and O. So either you choose the C or the C and O.
Okay. Yeah.
But then we need to coordinate with the role assignment, because if you have if we've assigned you, for example, for TCX, we've assigned you the role to submit an opinion. This is stronger than the comment. So that means that Hulda will have to assign you the role of commenter only and not the opinion. Is this clear for you, Hulda?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay.
But just maybe a question from my side also to confirm on Tanya's question. So if you have both a C and an O, so you can leave both, you're still able to only submit comments, right? So it's not mandatory to also then leave the opinion. So you don't need to click favorable or not favorable or an abstention if you don't want to. You can only submit comments on their own as before.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But then we can abstain because otherwise it's too
Yes.
complicated. Yes, we can abstain, no problem, Tamara.
Exactly.
Perhaps I don't know if you want to go back to the demo, if it is feasible, just to, oh, not to the demo, your own,
The slides.
yeah, your own access. Yeah, not the slides, when you do it live. I don't know if you can do it again, so to double check.
Yeah, so I will do that right now.
To share your screen and yeah, and show that you do your own live demo, let's say, yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, and then we as you did it, so yeah, whatever, and then you do only the comments, and then we see whether the system is blocking us or not.
Yes, exactly.
And then we can abstain. It's not a problem at all, but it's just to be sure in advance.
So
Yeah.
I have my comments. I haven't responded to anything. I'm pretty sure the system. Oh,
Is happy? Yeah,
is
the
happy.
system is happy.
Surprised. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
And
that's
then
fine.
if we will see that it blocks, we will abstain.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Could you then go back to slide 8?
Yes, I will share my screen. No, I don't see slide 8, the next one. This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the right, there I was a bit lost because I can see that. So this is again the view that a voter has, right?
Yes.
Okay, because it's only mentioning TC59X in this case. And then it shows that Annex has submitted one opinion under this committee, or does it mean one opinion on a standard under this committee, or I'm not sure. So because on the left side you are saying that there has been one Annex 3 opinion, but imagine that because there are many other TCs, imagine that we have one for TC 116, one for TC 61, one for TC 59X. How will it show then?
It will show exactly the same. It'll show for each TC. They will have a page. They enter the vote page, and then they will click on the Annex 3 tab. So that means I'm not sure, or maybe I'm not understanding you right.
But then it is always one
No,
because it's on a specific standard of a specific committee, no?
no, because there are many organizations. I mean, many. There are a few organizations, Annex 3 organizations.
Yes, okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah,
for example, here we have Annex, but if ECOS submits an opinion, then it'll say little 2, and if SBS submits an opinion, it'll say little 3.
okay, yeah,
Yeah?
fine. I'm with you. Yeah,
Okay,
thanks
okay.
a lot. Then imagine that after, I mean, in Q1 of 2026 is finished, and we would like to see the overview of the opinions that we have submitted. Where can we find it?
This will be generated by IEC and sent to us, and Hulda will receive the Excel file.
So we report on this yearly to the technical boards, CENELEC technical boards. We report yearly on the opinion mechanism. So we will use the information to report it there. We haven't
Okay.
had any other way of systematically reporting on these numbers, for example, quarterly or anything. But of course,
Yeah.
that's something that we can discuss
Yeah.
maybe for the future.
Yes, maybe because that's quite important for us because, as you know, as Annex 3 organizations, we have to submit an activity report to the European Commission with the numbers of opinions that we submit and everything. And now we have a folder of the opinions that we submit because we
Yeah.
need to fill in this document, this form all the time. So we keep it in a folder.
Yeah.
But here, we will not have any, let's say, concrete document.
Yeah.
And we need to keep this somewhere. So
Yeah.
do you follow me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Tanya, I was thinking we could do screenshots, as simple as that for the moment. That's the idea. Like here, that's a screenshot basically in a slide, and we could do the same in our document, and we continue our own filing as usual because we have to report twice a year. So we need
Yeah,
this
that's the
information.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do screenshot, and you copy and paste that
Yeah.
thing exactly the same with the own numbering, and we continue like that.
Yeah. Because that's very different to the opinion mechanism in CEN. There it's just like we attach our comment, we attach our form with the opinion.
But it's
You
going to
see?
change. Tamara is going to change that one as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's what we discussed, but I can't remember the timeline.
Yeah, and for a good reason. It's still on the table. So
Okay.
when we move to EB3, it's been delayed. So I have to be honest, the project has been delayed on the ISO side. So I'm waiting for a new planning. But as soon as we start working on EB4, of course, we're going to integrate the questionnaire into EB4.
Okay.
EB4 is the new e-balloting system.
Okay, that's fine. So no problem. I mean, that's fine. And Tanya, reason more to do this copy and pasted of the screenshot for the time being for CENELEC. It's not so many, huh? And then we will see internally if we can optimize our own filing. But for the moment, we have an hybrid system. We do it like that. And then perhaps we will see, perhaps we can ask CCMC to have every 6 months the Excel sheet. Let's see, once we have everything online, perhaps there are easier way to do it.
Yes, we can discuss bilaterally in case we can, optimize it for everyone with these.
We need to test it out. Yeah. Thank you very much. These were my questions. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Tanya. Let's wait in case there's a couple of more questions since we're here today. I don't see any hands raised, at least. Okay, then we just have the last slide. So thank you for participating today and learning about the new digitalized opinion mechanism. And we'll be sure to also send out the recording and the links to where you can find the guides in case that can be useful when you start leaving your opinions in the future. So I guess I can then stop sharing and we can stop the recording and end a little early. So I wish everyone a great rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Tamara.
Bye-bye.
Bye.